Cool kids. So cool kids, I just gotta find my microphone that fit my other phone, but I found a way to get the microphone to hook to this new phone with a good camera. So that's gonna help us out with the audio, because I know sometimes the audio is a little craptastic. Also, I got a new case for my old phone, so that's gonna be cool. Anyway, we got some stuff we're gonna show off here, and we got an under melt silver purchase. Yeah, so that's exciting. From the Consortium Argentum. Now, if you guys don't know who that is, it is my crack team of associates in all things bullion, right? And we all purchase silvers, and then everyone gets a share if they want it. So you can opt in. So if now not all purchases, obviously no one in the consortium cares about a 1807 whatever coin for my collection. It's up to us what we want to offer up. But usually if we make a bulk deal, that's where this comes in, which, I do quite often get bulk deals. Or they do too. This one I didn't find, they found. I believe it was JM Bullion. And I actually ordered from SD Bullion, first time in a long time. That isn't here yet, but when it gets here, I'll show it to you. So, they had American Silver Eagle just one at Melt, and I found a way to grab it, and by the time it gets here, hopefully, if current prices hold, current trends, it'll already be well under Melt. So that's nice. Not hard to do these days, though, is it? Really? Yeah. But before we get to the silver, we're going to look at my new books. So Amazon had its, whatever it's called, the Amazon Summer Extravaganza deal thing. And I got all these books like 75-80% off. These are hardbound books for role-playing games. And inside you'll find various encounter tables and such. So, just a little example. Just little adventure modules. Some NPCs looks like here in equipment. But this kind of stuff is real handy. Maps, which you can then probably print on your printer. Scale them up so that the grid squares are 1 inch, and you got a map. I don't know how to do all that, but Photoshop's your friend, I'm sure. Of course, if you have a graph paper, you can just draw it, a close approximation. So, for example, this, you could grab the graph. I got one grid square blank pages that I could just draw a real close approximation of that too. Also, I have miniatures that I could put out for the tables and bars. So really, this is just kind of a idea. If you have the minis, you can just lay them out and draw in rocks and such. But there you go. That's the first book, Random Encounters. The next book is more random encounters, right? And all these books were like $7 and $8 each. And this looks like a wormhole. Ooh. And this looks like some Spelljammer stuff from what I could tell. Yeah, we're talking ethereal plane. We're talking restaurateurs and bartenders, wind shaper. Yeah, this is definitely some quirky stuff. But also contains 3 one-shot adventures that you can run from the information in there. This one's Traps, Puzzles, and Dungeons. And I'm sure it's got really cool traps, dungeons, and puzzles in it. Here's a little map to give you an idea of what's in here. We have 3 one-shot adventures inside. All right, this book I kind of went through because I'm kind of a dragon kind of guy. It's got some cool NPC, like epic level dragon variants. One's a quaddle. The other one's like a mutant two-headed dragon. You know, sometimes snakes come out with two heads. Well, you know, sometimes two embryos get in the same egg. Yeah, well, they did that. They had those two live to become elder worms. So, yeah, here's an example of a pretty little legendary dragon. So these are your dragons you're going to use for, you know, major NPCs. Or if you want to, you know, like blow your party's mind, pull one of the stats out for this dragon and have them play against what they think's a normal dragon. You got a lot of cool options. All right, here's a book full of non-player characters with 3 adventures inside. There you go. There's a little example. It's just a lot of information on a lot of different NPCs. It's got their name up top, their stats, and the particulars about them, and it's just pages and pages of NPCs for your game that you don't have to make up. They're right there. Okay, this one's legendary locations. It's 150 mythic sites, fabled ruins, cursed temples, and forgotten lairs. And you know, it's like this. Sometimes you're just looking for ideas, man. And this book's it's all spelled out for you. All right, this one is Villains, Minions. Now, this book came a little jacked up on the edge here, but, you know, for $8, who cares? Villains, Minions, and Their Tactics. And it has 3 one-shot adventures, so if you're wanting to play one-shots. And there you go, there's a little example. So kind of a continuation of the last one. It's got your stats and your characters that you want. All right, here's Astonishing Random Tables. And this has 3 one-shot adventures in it. 3 seems to be a magic number. Okay, here's one interesting table. It's evil, sentient, magic item personalities. You roll a d20, and then you obviously wouldn't tell the player. And then, yeah, this item is obsessed with a long dead person or a person who never actually existed. Its every thought turns to bringing that person back, and it will stop at nothing to achieve that goal. Murder, blackmail, dark magic, intimidation, deceit are all tools, and its madness is infectious. All right, so that's just one of the many results you could get. And then here's another one, Instant Towns and Cities. And again, you're coming back from your adventure. You're in a new area. Maybe your party casts Plane Shift. Well, you can put them in the Burn Station, Burn Station. It's a military-style command structure with Chief Brigadier Kyle Wundrot at the top, right? Population of 4,512 soldiers. You just teleport in there. Boom, you got it. There it is. All right. So there you go. There's our books. Yay. So that didn't take long. So I paid about $100 for 9 books, right? Some were $8, some were 11. Who cares? D&D books usually cost $30-$40. And they were highly rated. I only bought the ones that got really good ratings. So we'll see how useful they are. I got a couple players in the group who want to try their hand at DMing. I've been DMing for decades, but especially the last 7-8 years, and I said whoever runs the next campaign, it's not going to be me. Yep. All right, the silver I got were 2 weird. These are weird coins, okay? And the reason they're weird is it's not the weird stingray that's on them. That's fine or whatever. The weirdness is they're 1.5 ounce coins. So I'll show you that. We'll zoom in on one so you can really see. Now, I don't know how I feel about these oddball coin denominator. This is 1.5 ounce, right? $2 coin. But my thing is it would be really easy to mistake this for 1 ouncer, kind of like that. If you guys go through my videos, I have a video where I actually bought an 1.25 ounce coin, right, at the same price as an ounce, because it just said 1.25 ounces, but you couldn't really tell necessarily by looking at it. And so I got it for the price of an ounce from the pawn shop, which is pretty sweet. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, these are one. So this is 3 ounces of silver right here, but they are oddball sizes, so just keep that in mind. So anyway, $56 each, right? So silver right now is $39.06 an ounce. So let me tell you what I paid for these. I think it was 56 divided by 1.5, $37.33. We'll round up to 34. I'll go ahead and write that on the flips. 37.34. What a piece of paper. Yep. 37.34 is under melt last time I checked. And you can't go wrong with silver below melt. Right out the gate, we're below melt, so that's pretty positive. So $56, and it's $37.34 per ounce, which, good stuff. And then we're gonna look up the coin on Numisa, and then we'll call this video Quitsville. So $56, and how much would these have cost you in 2021? I don't know. A lot less, I would imagine. Which begs questions. Why are we still buying silver, Josh? And the answer is, I can't help myself. I'm an addict. I'm addicted to silver under melt at all costs. And to be fair, this purchase wasn't even my idea, I blame my cohort in crime. We gotta admit, Perth Mint makes some pretty cool coins, so they are neat. All right, let me look that coin up. I'll pause it. Well, here is our coin. That is our coin. I gotta say, I feel like I could take a better picture than this, but whatever. The coin is 42.524 grams. It is pure silver. 4 9's fine. It was metal alignment. Jody Clark is the designer. Australian Spotted Eagle Ray from Perth Mint. Natasha Moole, so 2 females are involved in this operation. It's a fish coin from the sea. Mintage is unknown. It's pretty rare. 95 on the bullion value. That's remember, that doesn't update on Numisa quickly, so you really can't go by that. But let me see if I can find the NGC. And get rid of the Numisa here, and see if we can actually get the mintage on this coin, because that's kind of crazy that we don't have it. Alright, so the coin in question, it's a population report. Has been moved. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can find this. All right, I guess we'll go out reading this to you guys. The 2021 Perth Mint 2 1.5 ounce silver spotted Eagle Ray coin is a stunning piece that pays homage to one of the ocean's most graceful creatures. Spotted Eagle Ray, known scientifically as Atubatus naranari. is celebrated for its unique appearance and serene presence in marine environments. They're not so serene flying off the Empire State Building, but that's a totally different discussion. I digress. Making it a must-have for both collectors and marine life enthusiasts. The Bird Mint, recognized for its high-quality coins and exquisite designs, ensures that each piece is not just currency, but a work of art. Historically, the spotted eagle ray is found in tropical and subtropical waters around the world, known for its distinctive spotted pattern and a dark background and its graceful swimming style. This species often inhabits shallow coastal waters, including coral reefs and estuaries. Over the years, the spotted eagle ray has become the emblem of the rich biodiversity found within our oceans. By whom? I don't know. The Perth Mint's decision to feature the species highlights the ignorance of marine conservation and the beauty of Australia's natural heritage. The design of the coin is both intricate and visually striking. If they tell you that, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they gotta tell you that, I don't know if I believe them, but that's just me. The reverse side showcases a detailed depiction of the spotted eagle ray gliding through the water, surrounded by stylized waves that emphasize its graceful movement. The artist captures the essence of the ray with precision, highlighting its distinct features such as the long, slender tail and the unique patterns of spots on its body. Let's look at that. Here we go. Let's look at those unique spots. See how unique they are? Doesn't that look just like an animal? Man, mesmerizing. All right, anyway. The design also incorporates elements that represent the ray's natural habitat. It's created a dynamic and engaging visual narrative above the image. The inscription "Spotted Eagle Ray" is elegantly displayed, affirming the... Who wrote this? Really, I can't do this. Affirming the identity of a freaking ray? Oh, that's magnificent, all right. That is some magnificent stuff. The obverse of the coin features the effigy of the queen. Yes, I'm not going to read all that. We've seen the queen before. All right, now let me get the damn mintage here. Do you have the mintage? Oh, here it is. The specific mintage figures for this coin enhance its desirability as collectors appreciate the rarity associated with limited runs. The rarity, combined with the coin's exquisite design and significant subject matter, make... Oh my god. What is the freaking mintage, you... Okay, I'm not going to get a mintage, guys. I'm sorry I wasted your time. They wasted my time, too. It does have a numismatic scarcity rating of 95 for all that means, which isn't much. Have an amazing day. Thanks for watching. I think it's pretty cool, but I don't know. I mean, my God, they're trying to sell units, and these corporate animals that write these articles, man. Like, let's look at that. I love on the wing of the ray here. I think they're called wings. Maybe they're called fins. I don't know. We've got Kuma. Kumini or not? What are you? Maybe we need to turn it upside down. I don't know. No, it's an Inu. All right. Well, there you go. Somebody's initials just randomly on the wing. I noticed that right off. But I like the frostiness. I think it's they're... I don't know if I wouldn't call it exactly a banger, but it's not bad. It's not bad. For undermount, it's great. Have an amazing day. Thanks for watching. Find all of the collectibles of your dreams while you're awake. If you can't find them, don't blame me. I'm trying to show them to you guys. Look at these. Look at this. There's going to be maps in here. There's got to be maps. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that little... I mean, would you party in that town? I know I would. All right. Let's leave it at that, man. Party time. Excellent.